What if I told you that the difference between your dreams and your reality is just 90 days? What if the only thing standing between you and your breakthrough is your willingness to not quit when everyone else does? Today, I'm about to show you something that will change how you think about giving up forever. We're talking about the 90-day no-quit experiment, and the results will shock you. Drop a comment below and let us know where you're watching from. And if this resonates with you, smash that subscribe button because we're just getting started on this journey of unstoppable hustle. Here's the brutal truth: every single day, thousands of dreamers throw in the towel. They quit on their businesses, their fitness goals, their relationships, and worst of all, they quit on themselves. But what separates the winners from the quitters? What makes someone push through when logic says, stop? We decided to find out. Picture this. We reached out to hundreds of people who were standing at the edge of surrender. People ready to abandon their music careers, close their struggling businesses, give up on weight loss, and walk away from everything they'd worked for. From 300 responses, we handpicked 30 individuals. Different ages, different countries, different battles, but one ironclad rule: no quitting for 90 days. Period. These weren't success stories waiting to happen. These were real people facing real struggles. A musician who hadn't landed a single gig in months. An entrepreneur bleeding money from a failing startup. A fitness enthusiast who'd gained back every pound they'd lost. Students failing their courses. Workers stuck in dead-end positions. The common thread? They were all ready to quit. But we made them a deal they couldn't refuse. The honeymoon phase lasted exactly 12 days. Then reality hit like a freight train. Day 12, the first major breakdown. Our aspiring musician got rejected from yet another venue. Our fitness challenger injured their back. Our struggling student failed another exam. This is the moment, the exact point where 90% of people surrender. Where excuses sound like wisdom and quitting feels like relief. But here's where our experiment took an unexpected turn. None of them quit. Why? Because we'd removed their safety net. We'd made quitting harder than continuing. And something magical started happening. Success isn't built on viral moments or overnight breakthroughs. It's constructed from tiny, seemingly insignificant wins that nobody celebrates but everybody needs. By day 30, the changes were subtle but undeniable. The musician booked his first small coffee shop gig. The entrepreneur landed their first paying customer. The fitness challenger completed their first full workout in months. The failing student passed a single midterm. Were these life-changing victories? Not yet. But they were proof that persistence creates momentum, and momentum creates possibility. By day 60, something extraordinary happened. The language changed. The energy shifted. The belief transformed. The same people who whispered, "I can't do this," were now declaring, "I will make this work." This isn't motivation, it's identity transformation. When you refuse to quit long enough, you stop being someone who tries and become someone who succeeds. Our musician wasn't just performing at coffee shops anymore, he was networking with industry professionals. Our entrepreneur wasn't just surviving, they were scaling. Our fitness challenger wasn't just working out, they were becoming an athlete. Here's what the hustle community needs to understand: top performers don't rely on motivation. They rely on systems. They show up when inspiration fails, when energy is low, and when every logical reason says, take a break. The difference between dreamers and achievers isn't talent, luck, or connections. It's the willingness to push through the 87% of the journey that feels impossible. Not every participant achieved their ultimate goal in 90 days. But every single one gained something more valuable than success: they gained proof that they were stronger than their urge to quit. The musician who was ready to abandon music? He didn't just get gigs, he discovered he had the persistence to build a sustainable career. The entrepreneur who was hemorrhaging money? They didn't just save their business, they learned how to pivot and adapt under pressure. The fitness enthusiast who'd failed countless times? They didn't just lose weight, they built an identity as someone who follows through. Right now, as you're watching this, you're standing at your own crossroads. Maybe it's your business, your health, your relationships, or your dreams. You're probably thinking about quitting something. But what if you didn't? What if you gave yourself just 90 more days of relentless hustle? What if the breakthrough you're searching for is waiting on day 91? This isn't just their story, it's your blueprint. Because success isn't reserved for the naturally gifted or the exceptionally lucky. It's available to anyone willing to outwork their excuses and outlast their doubts. Your dreams are not too big. Your timeline is not too short. Your obstacles are not too overwhelming. You just need to refuse to quit long enough to see what's possible. Drop a comment below letting us know where you're watching from, and more importantly, what you're not going to quit on. Subscribe to The Power of Hustle for more stories that prove ordinary people can achieve extraordinary results through pure, relentless determination. Remember, you are stronger than your strongest excuse. You are more resilient than your worst day. And you are exactly 90 days away from a completely different life. The only question is, will you hustle for it?